here.
Pains will travel. We're just a couple of Canadians that love to travel and thought we would do these videos to share our travel adventures with you and maybe, hopefully, inspire you to travel as well. For those of you that are following us, you know we just got back from the Dominican Republic. And we're just nicely settling in here at Blue Beach Retreat. It's a little cold today. It's raining and windy and not so much like Dominican Republic, but that's okay.
The ocean's a little angry out there.
The ocean's a little angry today. So we thought we would take some time and go through some of the questions that some of you have had for us. And that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be a question and answer about our 3-month stay in the Dominican Republic.
Okay, where to start?
Where to start? I did take some notes because there were some questions from some of you. So I didn't want to really miss any. And if there are any others, please put them in the comments and we'll answer them as best we can. So the first one we come up to is, how do you prepare for a long-term stay abroad?
Well, let me tell you, we packed way too much.
One of the things that we do to prepare, or Craig does to prepare, is he gets on the Google.
Yeah. Google is your best friend when preparing for any trip, for sure. You look up Facebook pages, groups, and if you got any questions, like where a destination you want to go, well, we looked up and ChatGPT actually.
Yeah, now we're starting to really get into using the ChatGPT.
Looking for the best places to stay in Dominican or wherever you're planning on going.
Yeah, like where do most Canadians go, or where do most snowbirds go? Where will I bump into people that I know, maybe, like, sort of thing. So you can ask all those types of questions with ChatGPT, and it's kind of fun, and it will help you. It will definitely help you. The next thing, of course, YouTube. Those of you that have been watching our videos, you know we're giving you as much information. We're trying to take you along with us as we go. We're taking you on walks. We're taking you on tours. We're doing what we can, and now we're doing the Q&A. There are many others as well that you will find.
Facebook groups are very, very helpful, and you can go on and ask any question you like about any destination that you want to go, and things to do, what to pack, everything. You can ask questions, and of course you're going to get the odd troll, but in the most part you're going to get an answer of some sort,
and very helpful.
And when you pick out spots, there's always reviews, good and the bad, that you had to sort through like everywhere else.
Yeah. Our philosophy when it comes to that is you take everything with a grain of salt. You know, if something really sticks out to you that you don't like, pay attention to it. But for the most part, you know, everybody has their own view on what's good, what's not good, what they'll tolerate, what they won't tolerate. So try to make your own decision on those things with the information you can find. But we find YouTube, Google, chat, and Facebook groups are the absolute 4 top things that we use when we're planning any type of adventure. The next big question was, what do you pack for an extended stay?
Guess what? We pack way too much.
Yes, we did. 2 gigantic suitcases, 2 carry-ons, 2 personal items. It was a lot of luggage. We were there for 3 months, but
it was our first.
It was our first kick at the can, we'll say, for a long extended stay.
Yeah.
But our unit had a washer and dryer, so we really didn't need to bring 10 bathing suits. And, you know, so I don't know. Everybody's different. Everybody will need different things, but
we packed too. That's all I got to say. But that is a trial and error thing.
Absolutely.
And, well, even we pack stuff that we didn't know if we can get there or not. Before you go, ask one of the groups that we were talking about in this video. And
I'm going to tell you now, we stayed in Sosua and we visited Cabarete. And between the 2 little towns, we could get everything there that we could get here in Canada, that we use anyways.
Yeah.
Now, there was one item that I can tell you for sure. And if you're from the east coast of Canada, and we're in Newfoundland, we're Tetley tea drinkers. And you cannot get Tetley tea. Actually, I couldn't find orange pekoe tea of any sort. So there you go. There's your tip for the day. When you're packing, pack as much as you would for a week going anywhere else, and go do your laundry and pack your Tetley tea. One other little thing I would suggest, pack a travel umbrella.
Yes.
We did not pack a travel umbrella, and we could have used it. The weather was a little bit unpredictable on days, and we like to walk. So when we walk places, you know, sometimes we had to get shelter from the rain. Yeah. Because it would just kind of
like every other tropical place, it don't rain often, but when it does, it comes down pretty quick, and it's over pretty quick, but still.
Yes.
You might. And you can get these travel...
Actually, we found them on Amazon, like 2 for $20 or something like that, even less than that some places. So
they're so small and compact that it's easy.
You can fit them in your little fanny pack.
Yeah. Not that much weight for the airport and stuff like that.
If you're thinking about anything that you would get at a pharmacy, I mean, you know, I would take a few of those items like Advil, Tylenol, whatever like that, but you can get it there. We had a pharmacy just around the...
There's actually a lot of pharmacies here.
Yeah, there's lots of them. I needed something, and I just Googled what to ask for. I went to the pharmacist, and I showed him my phone. He handed me what I needed. It was so easy. They were so friendly. They really liked to try and help you. That was one thing we found.
Very helpful.
The locals were extremely helpful, and they loved to teach you to try to speak their language, and we were open to that. We weren't very good at it, but we tried.
This is not really packing, I guess, but it's, if you have data of some sort, it'd be handy with the translator. It was a godsend, the Google translator, like going into the stores, because a lot of the groceries and stuff like that are all labeled in Spanish, obviously. But the new Google translator, you take a video of it and it take a picture and it comes back to you in English, and talking to back and forth to people.
So you might want to do that. So there were 2 apps that we used a lot. The first one being Google Translator. Like Craig was just saying to you, it was extremely helpful.
Very helpful.
Actually, you had a conversation with a security guard when you were when you was walking around, just back and forth with
back and forth, talking back and forth through my phone, and it was great. Actually, it was very helpful.
So that's the one thing you want for sure. You want to download the Google Translator app before you leave, and the other thing is a conversion app, so that you know what your Dominican pesos are going to translate to in your currency. For us, it was Canadian currency, but for you, it could be something different. However, then you know what you're spending, and it's really helpful when you're trying to stay within a certain budget or what have you, or for curiosity. You want to know what you're paying in your currency in this country for that particular item.
Like everything else, once you're there for a little bit, you'll you'll know, okay, 2 pesos is worth, or $2 is worth 200 pesos or whatever. You'll get it pretty quick. And you pick up some stuff, and like I said, they're very, very helpful. In Sosua and Cabaret, both of the places were very, very helpful.
Exactly. They certainly were. And really, you couldn't really ask for a nicer place to go.
They took pleasure in trying to teach you how to speak their language, actually, certain words. And
exactly.
They might laugh at you, but...
It was okay. We were okay with that. So where do you get the pesos, and what do you do for currency? What we did was we took, we converted $1,200 Canadian to Dominican pesos before we left. And we did that so that we would have money for cabs or tipping or different things like small items. And we used our credit card for absolutely everything else, and it was very easy to do. We had plenty of cash until we got to the last few weeks.
Yeah. And
we wanted to do a few extra things. We just went into Cabarete and we used a Scotia Bank there. So that was quite easy as well.
Yes.
If you have a Scotia Bank account in your country, so Canada for us, I'm sure, I don't know if there's Scotia Banks anywhere else in the world, but they are in Canada, and that's what we use. And we were very fortunate because Cabarete has a Scotia Bank branch. So
now they do have other branches that are probably in your country or in the States, because there were a lot of Americans, a lot of Europeans.
Yes.
So there are other banks, but we use Scotiabank because it was more local for us.
And that's what we know. So in Canada, we have a bank account in Scotiabank. So we went to Cabarete. We could use the bank machine there and pull out Dominican pesos, and it cost very little money to do so. It was very handy, and it was very good to have when you needed it at the end of our trip when we ran out of cash. I was saying that most places, actually majority of places, took the credit card.
Yes.
Now, we did learn one thing. When you're paying with credit card, when you're getting to a checkout, there's going to be two amounts that you can choose from. And it will say Dominican pesos or Canadian or US dollars. Never pick Canadian or US dollars, always pick pesos, because your bank will convert your purchase at that moment. If you pick Canadian or US, they have a built-in conversion rate, which is much higher than what your bank is going to charge you. And we found that out. We were very fortunate because there was somebody in a lineup when we were checking out and told us to do so, and it makes a huge difference. So just word for the wise. Always pick Dominican pesos.
Also, most places take credit cards. The restaurants, bars, but there are some, like some excursions take cash. Taxis usually take cash.
Yeah. You'll want some small pesos for the chicken bus.
Local transit bus. We call it chicken bus sometimes. You'll see why when you go. But, which is very, very safe. I'll go. And it's the cheapest way, I think, unless you want to get on one of their motorcycles, but I don't know about that.
So, I mean, you could do that too. Yeah. We didn't try that. No, we weren't brave enough, but we did do the bus.
But they usually take cash.
Yes. So you'll want some cash, but you don't need to rely on cash entirely. And like I said, there are other bank machines, and there was Scotiabank as well. So you should be pretty safe there with that type of thing. At least we had no issues.
Yeah. And also, some of the restaurants and bars that you go into, not all, some already have the tip on the bill. So
their billing system is a little confusing because they have taxes on there, and sometimes it's two taxes, and then sometimes there's a tip, and you never know if you're paying a tip or you're not paying a tip. But even when there's a tip included, most times it's 10%.
Yeah, it's only 10%.
So if you get good service, maybe you might want to give a little extra anyways.
Tip the locals, yeah.
So that's what we thought. If we were home, we would give 15 to 20, 25%. So why not do it when we're there? And that's what that's the rule we kind of followed. So just pay attention to what your receipts say, because they will be different. Yeah. And they are a little confusing. And that'll lead us into budget. One of the questions was, how do you manage your budget? Well,
it varies. It varies on how you want it. Like I said earlier in the video, if you're going down for a vacation and you're going to do every excursion, you're going to try to eat out every night, or like we went there knowing, okay, we're going to live there for 3 months. We're going to make it as close to what we would do here. Yeah. It all depends. Like, you can do it as cheap or as expensive. Like, right down to renting an Airbnb, you can get anywhere
high end
from
or just
12,000 a night to, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can do whatever you like. That is such a vague question. It's tough to say.
Yeah, because everybody will be different. Now, for those of you that are following our videos, you know that we went with another couple this time. So we shared the expenses. Now, with saying that, we shared the Airbnb, which we kind of paid upfront for. So that wasn't part of our day-to-day budget. Yeah. And then for our day-to-day budget, it worked out for us to be between $400 and $500 a couple a week. Now, we didn't spare anything. We did what we wanted to do. We're talking about excursions. We went out at least twice a week, sometimes more. We took cabs most of the time until we got onto the chicken bus thing. So,
which you get for 50 pesos, which is like $1.50. And you can go from Sosua to Cabarete. I recommend the chicken bus.
Yeah, because that same ride would cost you like $20 in a cab, and it's $1.50 a piece.
Yeah. You're in with the locals, which they
so much fun.
Always want to talk to you. And,
so I mean, highly recommend that. It's an experience. So at least do it once, if not your entire time that you're there. Yeah. And when I say $400 to $500 a week per couple, I'm talking about groceries. I'm talking about going out. Now that'll depend. Do you want steak? Do you want burgers? Are you drinking 15 beers a night? Or are you drinking 2 beers a night? Like, honestly, it really, really, really
varies,
depends on
yeah.
everybody. Your excursions that you want to do, the mode of transportation, all that stuff will make a difference to you. So we did a lot of cooking at home because the groceries were very easy to get, and they were a lot of things that we got at home anyway. So, and we
Except they
like,
weren't as processed.
that's right, much
Wow.
fresher,
Yeah,
much fresher, and we really enjoy cooking. So we did a lot of cooking at home, and that's kind of what it rounded out to be for us. For you, it could be very, very different.
And that's like talking about budget. Like when you're going to get groceries, there's several grocery stores that you can go to in both Sosua and you can get same stuff like we're getting in Canada.
Like we found, like,
you can get brand name Heinz
yeah.
ketchups and all that. You can get the brand name stuff, or you can get the local stuff, which tastes pretty much the same. It's what is it? Walla
Walla's
is
their
like
brand.
a big brand name, like President's Choice in Canada, say. Or
That's
whatever.
right, exactly.
But you can get, like I said, you're going to pay more for a local, or pay more for the Canadian brand or American brand, or
as opposed to the Walla brand.
Right.
Yeah. There were 2 grocery stores there that we went to for the majority of everything we needed, Serena and Polero. And the Polero had more brands from home, we'll say.
Yeah.
Serena had more local brands. The variety of food that you could choose from, there was lots of variety. You should have, what I'm getting at is, you should have, if you're an average Canadian eater and you're not overly picky and you don't need like a specialized diet, and even some of that stuff was there.
You still had the,
I mean, even like there was
vegan
a whole
stuff, and there's
right, and there was a whole array of like even protein powders and certain things like that. So
health foods and
I
stuff,
mean,
yeah.
I'd be surprised if you have a hard time finding anything except the tea.
Except the Tetley tea.
Another question we got was what not to miss. There were so many fun things to do there.
Yes. We didn't even get it all in.
We
will
really
next time,
didn't. Because like we said earlier, we were more living than vacationing,
Yeah.
although we did have a lot of fun and we did take a lot of things in. There are so many things to do.
Yeah.
We utilized the Facebook groups and just put the question out there. You know, we wanted to do a tour of Puerto Pilata. Who can we get to take us on a tour of Puerto Pilata? And we got several answers. We got a great tour guide. We did a video on that already. You can check it out. The whole tour of Puerto Pilata, and then some of the things, the rum tour and the chocolate
There's
tour.
so many
and all
different
that.
excursions that you can actually get. Like
so many, so many.
But just in that area alone, there was like the monkey jungles and there's, I don't know,
The
4 or
seahorse
5 beaches.
Yeah.
And we went on a it was a rum tour, chocolate tour.
Yes, we have a video on
we
that
went to
actually.
this fort, and
yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, if you
it was a lot of fun.
follow us, you've seen the video.
There's markets.
They picked
Cabarete Beach. You definitely want to go to Cabarete Beach and watch the kite surfers. Because that was an experience.
Yeah,
that was crazy. But what an experience that was.
And most of the excursions will pick you up right at wherever your condo or they picked us up at our
right at the security gate.
The security gate. Yeah.
Yep, and it was easy peasy and wonderful. Let's talk about Cabarete for a minute.
Okay.
Cabarete was our first choice, and we were going to go there, and something happened with our Airbnb, and we had to make a second choice, which landed us in Sosua. Fortunately for us, because then we ended up with best of both worlds.
Yes.
We jumped on the chicken bus and went to Cabarete Beach for the day, and it was wonderful.
This beach is a beautiful beach.
Oh.
There's, I'd say, 10 to 15 restaurants right on the beach. The chairs and tables are right on the beach. There's live music.
Amazing food.
It was great.
The water was warm, beautiful.
Yeah.
You just feel like you're 5 years old again out there rolling around the waves.
Yeah.
Like, we had such a good time. The sand is nice, the water's beautiful, the restaurants are great, and the drinks are cold. So what more do you want?
And you can rent the chairs and the umbrellas. I don't think it's that expensive.
I think it was like $10 for the day for 2 chairs and an umbrella.
And a guy comes and he's always there to if you need a drink or you want to get some food, or
They'll bring it
depending
right
where
to your chair.
They take it right to your chair.
So
now you do get the odd peddler coming down, but usually you say no, gracias, whatever. They'll walk away. There's not hounding like you do get in some place like Punta Cana and other places like that.
yeah, we've been to, and they've been hoarding, but not here.
But not here. You say no, thank you, and off they go. They don't.
Yeah,
They don't bug you at all.
great experience. So you definitely want to do that if you're planning on staying in Sosua. Definitely make at least one day trip to Cabarete, because you won't be disappointed.
Now, Cabarete is a little more touristy than Sosua, so
Right now, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But saying that, it's a little more expensive, I would say. Like the groceries seem to be a little bit more
higher,
expensive.
yeah. And the shops and stuff just seem
Yeah,
to be a
more
little
like
more touristy.
higher end shops stuff.
Yeah.
If you're into that, it was good that way. Like you got the best of both worlds, like we said. Like,
Exactly.
and
actually,
it's busier. Like it's a smaller little town, but it's like it's the action. If you want action like nonstop, you're right on the beach, and it's
highly recommend it.
yeah.
And so if you're staying in Sosua, then you definitely want to go downtown Sosua and check it out down there.
Now you can stay right down
many.
there. There's lots of condos, lots of communities, that gated communities down there too. We stayed a little bit. I wouldn't say we were still in Sosua, but we were on the
Outer edge of it.
Yeah, like we can walk. We walked downtown.
It took, put it this way, it took us 45 minutes to take a quick walk. Like we're walking fairly quickly to get downtown Sosua.
Yeah.
It was about a 45-minute walk, but not far.
No.
I mean, we just walked on the sidewalk. It was busy. It was busy highway, but that's okay because it was safe enough to do. We just stayed on the sidewalk. It was wonderful.
Yeah. Another thing when we talk about safe, like you can walk there. They have tourist police there. Actually, they're in a different, blue uniforms. I don't think we waited on the corner.
No.
Not 5 seconds, and
They would stop the traffic
stop
for
the
us
traffic
to
and
walk
get you to
and
go
stuff.
across, or like they were always there. They're everywhere. Actually, you got a question, they'll point you in the right direction or whatever.
And there are so many expats there.
Oh yeah.
That the locals don't even, they don't even really pay much attention to you unless you're asking them a question or whatever.
You're just another local to them.
Just
really.
another person there.
Yeah.
It was so nice to see.
Yeah.
Just hola, it's just wonderful. Just wonderful. So you'll definitely want to do the downtown area of Sosua for sure.
For certain restaurants and stuff, there were so many. Like they got a Hard Rock Cafe if you want the
a taste of back home.
taste of back home, yeah.
Jolly Rogers, we went to, they have something going on pretty much every day, from cornhole to darts to karaoke, to bingo, like
whatever.
You name it.
Yeah.
If you're into any of those things, chances are Jolly Rogers is going to have it going on. Our favorite place to go, if you watch any of our videos, you already know this, was Casa Coco 24/7.
Owned by a Canadian.
It's owned by a Canadian couple. I think a lot of the establishments there are owned by expats and operated by locals, but owned by expats. And I'm telling you, like, it's just unreal.
Flip-flops. And Sosua Beach, they got a lot of restaurants right on the beach too.
Yes, Alicia Beach, another beautiful beach right down in Sosua.
More quiet. Say it's not as big, but it's more peaceful, I think, or more. I don't know how you want to call it.
I don't know.
It's not as busy, I guess.
We're not really sure either if the Alicia Beach and Sosua Beach were really swimmable, because we didn't go there and swim. The waves are really, really high there. They have a lot of lifeguards and stuff around looking,
But
so I'm not really sure.
When we were doing a review, when we were looking it up, Sosua Beach was actually known for being calmer than Cabarete. That's why they call it Kite Beach down there, because there's more wind. But
there you go. But if you're a foodie, I'm going to tell you now, you are not going hungry.
No.
The food selection is amazing. We had nothing. We ate nothing that we did not like.
Yeah.
Nothing. And so our favorite place, Casa Coco 24/7, live entertainment on Wednesday night, on Saturday night, and on Sunday brunch.
In the morning.
Moonshine muscle cars for Sunday brunch. And if you like the 50s, 60s, you're going to love that.
Yeah.
You go for a buffet brunch and have live entertainment. Well, come on. What more can you ask for, really? It was so much fun, and we loved it. Wednesday night on Casa Coco is Pay It Forward night.
Pizza
So
night.
it's pizza pasta night, and what happens is you buy your first entree, your first pizza, and 100 pesos from your purchase goes to the Pay It Forward to the children's charities. The second pizza costs you 300 pesos, which is about $6-7, and all of the proceeds goes to the children's charities. So we made it a point of going on Wednesdays, for not only for the pizza, which was amazing, for the entertainment.
Tyson.
Soul Experience. I'm going to tell you, if you love to dance, you're going to want to be there on Wednesday night, because Tyson's amazing. We loved him. He let us sing with him. It was so much fun, and we danced every week.
Yeah,
it was
everyone
great.
dancing.
Shout out to our Airbnb host too, because they recommended that we hook up with Pedro. Pedro's a taxi driver, and he was
picked us up at the airport. He was on time. He called ahead. He checked our flights, make sure they were on time, letting us know all that. Like, he was great. He was
and
there
the whole
when
time we were
with a
there.
sign.
Yeah, the whole time we were there, when we needed a lift somewhere, you know, within 5 minutes, Pedro was there. And if he couldn't be, he sent his, cousin,
He said
you know,
cousin.
whatever,
Where
you know,
was
he
it? I
sent
don't
somebody else to pick us up. Same cost every time. We knew exactly what we were going to pay every time he picked us up. It was easy peasy, very reliable, and shout out to Pedro on that, because he was great. So you want to have somebody that you can rely on for transportation, and that's exactly what we had.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'll include Pedro's information in the comments, like in our description below, so that you have that information too, because if he can't help you out, I'm sure he can find somebody that will. And that was very helpful for us.
And we've had other cabs, just because, I don't know, his cousin, or we would just come out at night and the cab would be there, and like after a bar or whatever. And we get a cab, and we found, oh wow, it's a little more expensive than
yes, exactly.
for the same trip. So that's why Pedro is the guy.
He is, certainly is. And like I said, I'll
man.
put the information down below in the description so that you have that. And if you're in Sosua, maybe you can hit Pedro up. And the final question we have is, what should you avoid?
I have no idea.
Honestly,
I
we
don't
had
know.
such a good experience that I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you there when it comes to what to avoid. I mean,
Not
we
those
didn't
two places. Now,
we didn't walk downtown Sosua at night, but we wouldn't do that here in Canada either. So I don't know, like that.
wow.
Like, it was so
Like, it was
comfortable,
so
and it was,
safe
if
and all
you
that.
just
I don't know.
felt
I don't know
safe
if I
all
wouldn't.
the whole
It's just
time.
that we just didn't.
We just didn't, you know. We walked around our community at night, our gated community, with no issues at all.
No.
We walked, you know, because we walked in the morning, we walked after supper every night, and we had no issues there. But we just chose not to walk downtown at night. However, when we went to Cabarete for my birthday, we thought that we would be coming back earlier. And we ended up at a restaurant which had a band, and then there was dancing, and, you know, it got to be late. So we left the restaurant, and it was, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night or something. And this was our first trip to Cabarete, so we really didn't know our way around that well, and walked out to the main road to look for a cab. Now, we didn't really see any, but there were a couple of young ladies having a drink, and I says, can you help me find a taxi? And she goes, taxi? And I said, cab? And she goes, oh, yeah, no problem. Left all her stuff there, took me by the hand, walked me to the cab station, and said, this lady needs a cab. And there we were. No
She
problem.
was a local. She was a local.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
so,
it was-
like, so there you go. There's one
Yeah.
prime example. I mean, you know, like, you just,
we never felt unsafe.
not 1 minute.
Not 1 minute.
Not
No, we
1
didn't.
minute.
No.
No. So, you know.
They actually went out of the way to help.
Exactly.
To be honest. Like,
Exactly.
if you look lost, someone was going to ask you if you were all right.
So to wrap it all up, I mean, you know, we're looking at where we're going to book for next year. We're trying to start to plan that now, and
We have an idea.
we have an idea,
Stay
but we
tuned.
really think it's going to be hard to beat
gonna be hard to beat for
Sosua
sure,
and
but-
Dominican Republic. I really do think
Let's put
that
it
we
this way.
set the bar
We
pretty
will be back.
high.
We will be back. I loved it. I was ready to buy a condo there. For God's sake. They used to talk me down.
I said, Craig, there's too many other places in the world to see. And that about wraps it up.
That wraps it up.
That about wraps up our Q&A. for this time around. Anyways, like I said to you earlier, if you have any other questions, throw them down in the comments. You can also email us at paineswilltravel@gmail.com. I'd be happy to answer your questions to the best of my ability. I'll even get some info from Craig if I need to.
And our opinion with our lifestyle, I tell you, if you're going for 10 days or so to the Dominican, Cabarete. Go down, stay on the beach. All the action's there. You can go out every night if you want, every day, eat on the beach, whatever. If you want to live there for 2 to 3 months, I recommend it. For us, Sosua is just, it's a great town, not as expensive, and Cabarete is 10-minute chicken bus ride or a cab ride down the road. So that's our opinion.
Yes, exactly.
But you can make your own choice.
And when you go and you enjoy yourselves and you love it and it's the best experience ever, let us know for sure. Reach out and let us know how much you loved it.
And if you got any more questions,
make sure you let us know, because we'll answer as best we can.
We'll try to help any way we can.
For sure. So until we meet again, keep living life one adventure at a time, because let me tell you, it's a great way to do it.
Don't forget to like, share,
subscribe. Hey, we're at over 200 subscribers now, and our goal is 500 by the end of the year. So if you could help us out, that'd be great.
Peace.